Okay, I'm a little worried, but I'm very excited. Stone, man. They've been, I'm pretty sure early 2000s when I started to see them. I was unaware. There was just the main thing was it was a super bold, heavy, impactful, hoppy beers. People weren't understanding. So out of the hops, you can get a lot of wonderful, fruity, piney, grassy, and then you got the bitterness that comes along with that. The sooner you cook it, the more bitter you get out of it. And there's just some people that no matter how much you put in there, they enjoy it. And they knew this and they wanted this. And I'm assuming that this is what they wanted for themselves. And it caught on very fast. So actually, one thing I did learn when I was at Busch Gardens, I was in Virginia. Busch Gardens is Anheuser-Busch's amusement park. Suggest you try it. Apollo's Chariot is where Fabio got his nose broken by a fat goose. And he had to ride the rest of the ride with the broken nose. That was horrible. But the ride itself, very scary. So, anyways, enough drifting. The beers they have, the light beers, all that stuff, and some people can't afford it, but they enjoy that higher flavor, they'll leave the beers out and they'll let them sit near warm spots or out in, near the sun, or they won't keep them tempered. So that alone, along with direct sunlight, if it's in a bottle, it starts to amplify more bitterness and it develops what they would consider just not wanted flavors, but to the people that like it, it's complexity and bitterness that wasn't there before, making it get more flavor that they feel is appealing. So Stone was able to cater to those people, and they've been doing well ever since. So they have tons of hoppy beers, and they definitely do put a very big punch of bitterness in there. So do be careful. This is one to find out if you're a real hophead on average, honestly. But they do balance them out. Not all of them are just, like Arrogant Bastard is the main one I'm talking about. They do balance it out. This one is Stone Viking Space Probe Double IPA. And this one comes out at 8.5. It says it's unfiltered. So let's see what we got going on. See if we can keep my pour. I'm not doing this. Got my Circle Brewing glass. I suggest check it out if you're in Austin. They're in a warehouse, so when you're in the inside, this warehouse runs as a business, and you get to drink and hang out and have benches on the outside. So that's how breweries work. Ooh. I don't know what to describe it. It's not fruity. It's like the malt, but then I definitely get the hops. Maybe it's like a buttery pine, so it's probably a little bit piney, but I'm not getting the super green part. It's like the pleasant part of pine when you're catching a breeze of it and it wafts across your nose before it becomes, like where you actually break the leaves, you get the sap, and you're like, oh, that's intense. So it's not like strong soap or anything. It's just definitely a light, breezy, piney smell with a little fruit note. Yeah, it's not very, it doesn't seem very intense off the nose. So let's see how it goes off of here. Ooh. Yeah, it hits. So the fruitiness is not overabundant, but the bitterness is shockingly not as intense as the last one I had. The bitterness is actually very mellow. So the intensity of the fruit and the bitter are mellow, but I'm still getting the notes of orange, pineapple, a little like pine cone, just mellow, but it's pleasant. But the body, since it's unfiltered, is a little heavier. So I feel more of the liquid malt just, going over my tongue than anything. And overall together, it's very pleasant. Like nervously, if you're not big into hops or IPA, like you just like a good beer, this would have a lot more going on, but you're like, wow, I can handle that. So I'm gonna say closer to 50 IBUs. This doesn't qualify as crushful only because it's not as like light. But I'm pretty confident that if you wanted to put this one down, you can. Wow, it's like, this is a mean beer. It's like I'm here to hang out. That's what it's doing. Damn, I would say it's a sipping beer. This is more of a spring beer, so you can have cool mornings, cool nights, hang out with it. If it's a little warm out in the day, you can still enjoy it. Get that lawn looking good. It's been a long winter. For some places, probably still have snow, but if you got some grass, trim it. If you got a little patio, clean it. This is the one to do it with. Wow. Almost a little turpentine-y. But it's all very pleasant. It's just definitely like heavy, intense, but I do like bold beers. I like bold stouts. So this one really, for me, I'm enjoying it. So hopefully it's something you can enjoy. All right. The Stone Viking. So this also can qualify as Imperial, but I know they've labeled things Imperial. So I'm pretty confident for their procedures and their recipes, they have a standard for what's double and what's Imperial, but it's definitely up there. It's amazing. Definitely I'll describe. So this is a concept when you get to a certain area, they describe it as like, you know, space or galactic, and it's kind of out there. It's kind of nice. Wow. Definitely gotta work on my taste buds a little more because I'm getting overwhelmed. It's zingy. This one's more like, I would say like jackfruit. Something a little funky, but it's not too funky. It's not scary. Papaya, somewhere around there. That's what I'm definitely getting. It's funky, but it's fruity. It's not really citrusy, but it has a little zing to it. Piney, but it's just, wow. All right, this one gets 2 thumbs up. I should have gotten the whole 6-pack. I just got one because I get nervous when I get to high IPAs, and if I hit like 60 or 70, it's like, I got 5 more to go. But wow, this one's awesome. All right, cool. 8.5. Yeah, you see? Yeah, so do be even more careful, because yeah, that'll sneak up on you. You think 8.5 is nothing until you're laying down on the ground like, what the hell is going on here? So be careful, enjoy. I hope that helps you make a choice on that one, because from what I know, it's just out right now. Maybe it's been out for a little bit. So if you haven't made that jump, might be time to do it. But hopefully your place sells singles, so you can just give it a shot. Honestly, singles have helped me a long way. It's a little more pricey, but it jumps you so far. You can get so many random beers. Take leap forward, and then next year you know what you want. You can kind of narrow it down and get your 6-packs here and there and things you want. So thank you for tuning in, checking it out. Hopefully this is enjoyable for you, and do have a good night and be safe.